three Indian Army officers had a narrow escape after a Cheetah helicopter they were travelling in crashed in the mountainous area near Leh in Ladakh during a routine operational sortie. Well, the incident took place on Wednesday, but details only emerged on Saturday after officials confirmed the crash and the survival of all the three occupants. The single-engine helicopter was being flown by a lieutenant colonel and a major, while the passenger on board was Major General Sachin Mehta, the general officer commanding of the 3 Infantry Division. The aircraft went down in a high-altitude, rugged terrain area that is known for difficult flying conditions and unpredictable weather patterns. And despite the seriousness of the crash environment, all the 3 officers survived and sustained only minor injuries. Officials described their survival as nothing short of miraculous, considering the altitude, terrain and impact conditions. A formal inquiry has been ordered in order to determine the exact cause of the accident. Preliminary details indicate that the helicopter was engaged in a routine sortie when the mishap occurred, and the Tangste region located in eastern Ladakh is a strategically significant and geographically challenging zone where military aviation plays a crucial role in logistics, troop movement and surveillance. However, operations in this region are often complicated by the thin air density, sudden wind shifts and limited emergency landing options, all of which significantly increase risk factors for light helicopters operating at high altitude. The incident has once again brought renewed attention to the aging fleet of Cheetah and Cheetah helicopters operated by the Indian Armed Forces. And all these helicopters have been a backbone of high-altitude aviation for decades, particularly in areas such as Ladakh and the Siachen Glacier, where they remain essential for supplying remote posts and evacuating casualties. However, their continued use has raised concerns due to a series of accidents over the past decade. Officials have acknowledged that more than 15 crashes involving Cheetah and Cheetah helicopters have taken place in the last 10 to 12 years, resulting in the loss of several pilots and personnel. This has intensified scrutiny over their safety and operational reliability in the extreme environments. And in response to these concerns, the Indian Army has initiated plans to gradually phase out the aging fleet within the next 1 to 2 years. This move is part of a broader modernization effort under the Army Aviation Corps that is aimed at improving operational safety and capability. The replacement process is expected to continue over the next 8 to 10 years, during which the Army aims to induct around 250 new light utility helicopters in order to meet its operational requirements across different terrains, especially high-altitude zones. Officials have also stated that the replacement strategy will follow a two-pronged approach. On one hand, the Army will induct indigenously manufactured light utility helicopters, while on the other, it will also lease similar aircraft to bridge immediate capability gaps until full-scale induction is achieved. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, which had earlier license, produced 625 Cheetah and Cheetah helicopters in collaboration with French aerospace firms Aerospatiale and Sud Aviation continues to maintain and service the existing fleet even though production has ceased. And the newer light utility helicopters currently being introduced are already in limited series production, with expected combined orders from the Army and Air Force for around 187 units. And all these helicopters are designed to operate at speeds of up to 220 km per hour, have a service ceiling of approximately 6.5 kilometers and an operational range of around 350 kilometers. While officials maintain that the current fleet is still airworthy and has a few years of technical life remaining, the recent crash has once again highlighted long-standing concerns about safety and the urgent need for modern replacement platforms. Notably, in a significant development, 3 Indian Army officers had a narrow escape after a Cheetah helicopter they were travelling in crashed in the mountainous Tangste area near Leh in Ladakh during a routine sortie on Wednesday. And the incident came to light today after officials confirmed that all the 3 occupants survived with only minor injuries. And the helicopter was being flown by a lieutenant colonel and a major, while the passenger on board was Major General Sachin Mehta, general officer commanding of the 3 Infantry Division. Despite crashing in a difficult high-altitude region known for harsh flying conditions, all the 3 officers survived, which officials described as miraculous. And a formal inquiry has been initiated in order to determine the cause of the accident. The crash has once again highlighted concerns over the aging fleet of Cheetah and Cheetah helicopters used by the Indian Armed Forces, especially in sensitive high-altitude areas like Ladakh and the Siachen Glacier, where they are vital for transport and logistics. And over the past decade, more than 15 accidents involving these helicopters have been reported, raising serious questions about their safety and operational reliability. And the Indian Army is now planning to phase out these aging helicopters over the next 1 to 2 years as part of a broader modernization effort. And they will be replaced with new light utility helicopters over the next 8 to 10 years, with a requirement of around 250 aircraft. And the strategy includes both indigenous production and leasing to meet the immediate operational needs. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited continues to maintain the existing fleet, while newer light utility helicopters are already under production and expected to gradually replace the aging platforms. That's all for now. Stay tuned to the Savera for more updates. Do like, comment and subscribe to the channel.